Hello, fifth period. Obviously, I am not here today, but I need you to do your work and practice because we will have a test next week. And today you are practicing all the different kinds of factoring that we have learned. So on this video, I am going to do a few examples with you. You can write this in your notebook or on a piece of paper or on one of the whiteboards that you can get them off the shelf. Alright, so if you need to take a minute to get your things ready, and then we will do examples together. Alright, so some of the problems that we are going to do are going to start not too difficult. So we might start with number 1, m squared plus 4m minus 5. So I'm going to see, does this have a greatest common factor? The answer is no, because this number is only a 1, so we can't factor that at all. So then we're going to do our two parentheses. And we know we need m times m to make m squared. So then we're going to make our list of factors for the number 5. The only thing that can multiply to make 5 is 1 times 5. But we see we have a negative 5, so we need 1 negative and 1 positive. But in the middle, we need to have a positive 4, so we need to have more positives. So I'm going to put m plus 5 and then m minus 1. And then I'm going to check my work. M times m is m squared, and m times negative 1 is negative m, and 5 times m is 5m, and 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And when I combine those like terms in the middle, I get 4m. So m squared plus 4m minus 5, check. Okay, but then the problems can get a little more difficult. So if you see one like this, 9y squared minus 16. So can we factor out a greatest common factor? Well, 9 is 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. Does 3 or 9 go into 16? No. So there is no greatest well, the greatest common factor is 1, and that doesn't help us break anything down. So we need to do the two parentheses. But do you see there is no middle term? There is no term with just a y. And these are what we call perfect squares. So this is going to be 3y times 3y, 1 plus sign and 1 minus sign. And we want the square root of 16. That's going to be a plus 4 and a minus 4. So when we check it, we're going to get 9y squared, and then we're going to get minus 12y, and here we're going to get plus 12y, and plus 4 minus 4 gives us negative 16. And what happens is this minus 12y and this plus 12y, when we combine those like terms, we get 0. Alright, as you move up in your IXL practice, then you're going to get to some where we are going to have to factor out a GCF. So if I have 7d squared plus 7d minus 14. And I notice that the number 7 can go into each one of those terms. So my GCF is equal to 7. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor out the 7. So 7 times d squared makes 7d squared, and 7 times d makes 7d, and then 7 times negative 2 makes 14. Now, after I've factored out that GCF, I'm going to bring that GCF down, and then I'm going to factor this trinomial into my two binomials. So d times d makes d squared. And I need to get a negative 2. So the only thing that can make 2 is 1 times 2. But I need one positive and one negative. So then I look in the middle and I see a plus sign. So I need more positives. So it will be plus 2 and minus 1. And so this is going to be my final answer. Alright, so I need you guys to work really hard on your IXL lesson today. I want you to try and get your SMART score up to 80. Okay, 80 is your goal for your SMART score. Work your problems out on paper or work them out on the whiteboard. Help each other if you need to, but try and do your own work as much as you can. Do a good job, and I will see you Monday.